How's it going, YouTube? This is Logan here today. Today I am bringing you guys more of the Snorlax team. This team was featured in our last episode and it did really good. And I really enjoyed playing with it. I've been playing with it a lot as of lately and is able to get a lot of consistent wins with this team. This team is pretty solid. You got your normal Trick Room mode with the Torkoal and Snorlax. But you also have a very offensive fast mode with the Fluttermane and Chi-Yu, so it kind of throws your opponents for a loop. Hope you guys do try out the rental code. But yeah, let's jump into some battles. Okay, our first opponent is against Esau, rocking out with a Chi-Yu, Tornadus, as effective B. I butchered it, I know. Iron Hands, Ogerpon, and Dragonite. Okay, very cool, very cool. A lead that I accidentally kind of did, but I love this lead. I've kind of did it by accident, but it actually does really good against our opponent in this situation. Is Torkoal, Chi-Yu, Fluttermane, and Deity in the back. We can get some immediate offense with the Sun, with the Chi-Yu, and you can either switch into the Indeedee if they lead Iron Hands, or you can go into Fluttermane. And then from there, I mean, you can try and keep Torkoal in. That's not ideal. That's not the ideal situation. But if you're feeling like maybe they're going to try and target the Chi-Yu, keep Torkoal in. You get a nice and powerful Sun Eruption off as well. It's pretty powerful. Pretty powerful. Okay, so Ogerpon and Iron Hands. Okay, that's fine. That is absolutely fine. I don't hate seeing this. I want the Sun up, and I'm going to switch right on out to Indeedee. Indeedee gives me the Psychic Terrain, which means he can't fake out us. We're then going to be going for a Heat Wave. I could Terra Grass. That actually might be handy here. So yeah, that's fine. Terra Grass, get rid of our weakness to the water. We're also in the sun. You know what I'm saying? And now we got the Indeedee out here with the Psychic Terrain, so blocking the fake out, and things are going to be looking good for us. So let's see what happens. Let's see. We got to be doing at least half damage, right, to the Iron Hands. Ogerpon should be going down. Realistically, Ogerpon should be going down this turn, unless it's Focus Sash, right? There's the fake out. We block it up with the Psychic Terrain. You know what I'm saying? Here comes our Heat Wave. Choice Scarf. Ogerpon does survive. Sets up a Sword Stance. Thinking of a totally different situation. And hey, we're in it. We're in this. This is good for us. Yeah, no reason not to go for Helping Hand here. We're Choice Scarf on the Chi-Yu, so we're outspeeding everything on the field. And we could get a double KO here. We can get a double KO. Let's go. Come on. We take those. Let's go. Yes, yes. Our opponent felt safe. That was the reason why they went for Sword Stance. They did not see the Psychic Terrain coming. We threw them for a loop with that lead. We have the Sun up for our Chi-Yu to go for some massive Heat Waves. And we're in the advantage point right now. Dragonite, the Twinkling Star. I like that nickname. I really do. Or Ribbon, I guess. But yeah, we're in a great spot. I'm going to just push the follow me button. Now great, we got to think about something. He can Heat Wave our Chi-Yu and it would be super effective. And it might knock us out. So knowing that we can't stop that, we'll just try and set up the Trick Room, because we do have Torkoal in the back that can probably clean this game up. We'll go for a Heat Wave. We break the potential multi-scale on the Dragonite, do massive damage. He was inner focus because we did way too much more damage. Chi-Yu does go down. That's fine. He can't priority extreme speed. So what does Dragonite want to do here? Maybe Outrage? Aerial Ace? Do we survive? No, unfortunately we do not. Okay, that's not the end of the world. We still have the Sun up. There's a Chi-Yu on the board. He can't switch it out. We have Torkoal. Our Flutter Mane here is actually in a great spot because we can just click the Dazzling Gleam. We're just in a great spot. We're going to outspeed any Choice Scarf that he might potentially have. Easy knocking out the Dragonite. We should be doing massive damage to Chi-Yu. We just Earth Power. We don't worry about the Eruption play. And that should be game. Yep. Dragonite goes down. And whoever Chi-Yu wants to target, even if you like target, like Heat Wave doesn't knock out either one. Torkoal takes it. Yeah, and then Torkoal goes for Earth Power and wins the game. So yeah, that miss on Flutter Mane didn't matter at all. Flutter Mane would have won, took it. Not the greatest, but Flutter Mane would have taken it because we do have Focus Sash. But yeah, we probably would have took it a little bit better anyway. But anyway, that was game 1. Hope you guys are enjoying this video. That was actually kind of exciting. If you guys are, I will greatly appreciate you guys hitting that like button. I'm trying to get this video up to, let's say 5 likes. I'm going to try and get this video up to 5 likes. So if you guys are enjoying this video, let's go ahead and hit that like button. And subscribe. I would love it to see you guys subscribe to this channel and grow this community. Anyway, let's jump into game number 2. Alright, so now I know you guys might be asking yourself, like, why should I subscribe to you? Well, what makes you different than any other VGC player? Well, one for starters is I really like to use the very unique Pokemon. Look at this team currently that we're using. What other player would be featuring Slowpoke more than one video? Let's be honest. I literally have a Slowpoke on this team, and we will be bringing it. Okay, we'll be bringing Slowpoke. Actually, yeah, we don't even need the Indeedee support. We'll just bring Slowpoke. It's actually not the greatest game for it, but we're going to do it anyway. Torkoal. No. Let's just go for Flutter Mane. Torkoal in the back. And we can kind of get away with Snorlax, but I think Chi-Yu might be just a little bit better. Maybe? No. No, we need Snorlax. Anyway, what makes me different is I really want to focus down on certain Pokemon, right? I want to focus on Pokemon that not too many people are going to be using. Yes, I understand the Flutter Mane Chi-Yu is a very, very common strategy. And yes, I will be using Pokemon like Shinpao and Dragonite and stuff. But look at what the support Pokemon are on the same teams when I'm using those Pokemon. The support Pokemon are going to be different. And we're going to have some differences on the offensive Pokemon too. I just did a rain team where we just swept with Beartick. Like we're winning games with Beartick out of all the Pokemon. So, you know, definitely come and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's jump into this battle though. Done with that self-promotion. Let's go jump into this battle. Iron Hands Urshifu. What kind of Urshifu are you? Because I didn't have a great lick. It looks like you are the water? Yes. That's not that bad. I can definitely... I feel like they're wanting to try and fake out something. I don't know why. I'm feeling fake outy. Helping Hand into a Dazzling Gleam would honestly do a lot, but what's Terra Water? Dazzling Gleam. Just on the off chance that you want to go for a Heavy Slam, I'm going to be like, no, I got this. And we got a Helping Hand coming from the Slowpoke. The Slowpoke's very cool. It does have the ability Oblivious, meaning if our opponents go for a taunt, it doesn't affect Slowpoke. So therefore he's able, it's basically a free mental herb. And so he's able to then get his Trick Room off without being, even though he's been taunted. So it's actually very, very nice to have that ability. It's a very good ability for a Pokemon like Slowpoke that wants to be a more supportive row. Obviously, you're not going to be running an offensive move on Slowpoke. It's just not going to be doing nothing. We don't have no weakness policies that we really won't be proccing, so we should be fine. Anyway, Surgeon Strikes coming out. It looks like it's gonna still KO. Really? Oh, wow. Surgeon Strikes picks up the KO on the Flutter Mane. You can almost calc that though. I could bet you we could probably calc that and we can survive. Anyway, Slowpoke does take the Wild Charge. Unfortunately though, unless we can distract them from the Slowpoke slot, it looks like we might be losing. We might not be able to get our Trick Room off. I think we have to at least attempt it, right? Yeah, Trick Room into a Earth Power into the Iron Hands. Biggest thing is, can Torkoal outspeed Iron Hands, which usually that's not going to be the case, and I don't think mine will, because I'm pretty sure we're 0 IV, 0 defense, or 0 speed IVs, and yeah, we're like a quiet nature. We're meant to be like super slow on the Torkoal. So, like I said, I doubt we'll be able to. But yeah, we at least deferred the Urshifu away from Slowpoke. We should live with Torkoal because we're in the sun. I'll take 45 HP. I'll take it because with Slowpoke I can heal him back up. Wild Charge unfortunately comes out though and takes out our Slowpoke buddy. We were trying to get that Trick Room off. Is it unwinnable at this point? I don't think that's the case. I don't believe that's the case. We just have to play careful. We got a lot of damage onto that Urshifu already, so the thing is, we can knock that Urshifu out with our Snorlax. Our Snorlax is max defense, so we should be okay. Depending on what else they have, Flutter Mane's gonna become an issue quickly. Special attack race. Yeah, this might be the end of the game, unfortunately. C-Bomb. And if they ignore the Torkoal, we yawn to Flutter Mane. This is, I mean, this is a tough game. This is a little bit of a tougher matchup. Let's see what happens. Alright, so like if we hit the C-Bomb, obviously the Urshifu will go down. That opens a spot up for us, I think. But we gotta be careful with them just doubling into Snorlax right here. Because if they double into the Snorlax, Torkoal's offense against a Flutter Mane really isn't all that well. And right there, yeah, we just go down to a Power Gem. So it's Snorlax versus the world. And okay, so you're going for Surgeon Strikes. In the sun, that's not that much damage, Chief. I wanted to keep him around. If that's the play, I figured he'd be trying to go for the close combat or something. But he might have been doubling into the Torkoal slot just in case we protected the Torkoal. And that's why he went for Surgeon Strikes to KO the Torkoal. Just for that off chance. Anyway, Urshifu does go down. If it's just Flutter Mane versus Snorlax, I'll be okay in this situation. But obviously they have one more Pokemon. And it's Ogerpon. In the sun though. In the sun. I mean, this is a tough one. In this situation, who do you go after? I think you have to go after Flutter Mane before you can go after the Ogerpon. But you probably burn your Snorlax trying to fight the Flutter Mane, because the Ogerpon's going to be either setting up or going for a Spiky Shield. You should almost never go for a Spiky Shield though in this situation because it's 2 against 1. There are a few occasions why you should, but you shouldn't do it much. Yeah, just going to full offensive, you're going to be better off that way. C-Bomb coming out, not doing that much damage. I have no leftover, so I don't want to go for Protect just to elongate the game, knowing that I'm going to lose. In fact, If I don't get my critical hit or something on this Flutter Mane this turn, I'll probably call it. Yeah, well, we faint anyway. Good game to our opponent. He played a better board positioning. Yeah. That's unfortunately the truth, but our opponent did play a better game. We'll try and do one more battle. We'll try and get this win. We'll try and get one more battle in. Let's see what we can do. Hopefully we can get a better game. Okay, we're going up against Fresh Love, Iron Hands, Landorus, Chi-Yu, Empoleon, Sinistra, and Fazadipity. Okay, Fresh Love, I like that. That's actually kind of fun. I'm going to go with what works, basically. And that will be the Torkoal, Chi-Yu lead. I really like that offensively. Flutter Mane and Indeedee. I think this is the 4 that you need to bring 95% of your games. 95%. There are few cases where you're really going to want to lean into the Snorlax, and there are a few cases where it's like, oh, they're going to try and deny my Trick Room. Instead, let me lead Slowpoke. If you really need like a hard Trick Room against your opponent, which you don't always need, you can lead Slowpoke or Indeedee, and you have Torkoal and Snorlax in the back there, where Snorlax can belly drop and become a issue for your opponent. This Snorlax is EV trained to like max HP, max defense, so he's actually able to take a lot of hits. So keep that in mind. Don't be afraid of using the heal pose on your Indeedee and Slowpoke to keep him healthy. Even if he's status, even if he's burned, if he's +6 attack, he's doing a lot of damage. So just kind of keep those little small things in mind. Anyway, yeah, especially if you guys, I mean, if you want to use a team similar to this, or if you're using this exact rental code, which was at the very beginning of this video, I highly recommend you guys trying it out. I would love some feedback from you guys. Anyway, Fezandipity, Landorus. I can almost expect to see an Earthquake Protect play. I mean, yeah, maybe he don't, but it's something that I have to kind of keep in mind. He could also just go for Stomping Tantrum, but who do you hit in that situation? I think we keep Torkoal in. I think this is one of those times where we go, Torkoal, go for Eruption, just to see what happens. We're going to go for Heat Wave, and we're just going to go double fire move here and see if we can get the double KO. Stomping Tantrum into Chi-Yu. Fantastic, right? Because Fezandipity cannot do too much damage to Torkoal. We should be able to take almost any attack. Dazzling Gleam, we're taking that. We're almost at full health Torkoal here. Toxic Chains does activate, but we're able to get double KO here, which is a huge advantage. We're also able to get a fresh Pokemon on the board. So that's... Overall, it's not really looking too bad for us. Yeah, that was not the worst turn. I would have much rather them try to Stomping Tantrum into the Torkoal, but I'm not complaining. I'm gonna go ahead, go into Indeedee, and we're gonna see if we can try and set up a Trick Room. I think that's the best thing, right? Is it though? Because they got 2 slow Pokemon, but our Torkoal is going to be always slower. So yeah, I think setting up the Trick Room here in this situation is fine. We keep Torkoal in. We can go for Protect here. And go for a Trick Room. Hopefully Indeedee can take the, if they do decide to double up. Indeedee should be able to take the double up though pretty nicely. The only thing I'm worried about is Sinistra going for its own Trick Room, which would be a little bit problematic. Is that Sinistra? Yeah, it's terrestrializing into a fire type. Okay, fine. That's fine. Well, we can easily come into Flutter Mane and Power Jump that if we absolutely need to. So my biggest worry is trying to get rid of Iron Hands here in this situation. Matcha Gotcha. Into the Indeedee. We take it relatively well. Heavy Slam. Going into the Torkoal slot, I'll take that as we're able to get our Trick Room off. Fantastic. Actually, I like to see that there. Alright. We're gonna have a super powerful eruption coming out right now. Did someone order a powerful eruption? We can go for the heal pulse. I think that's the best thing to do in this situation because we are statused. Just to make sure we keep our Torkoal as healthy as possible. We do not... I don't think we knock out either or right here. We're going to do massive damage to them both though. This is definitely something to slow our... or definitely just speed up the game though. A huge eruption here. Does it take out the Iron Hands? But I don't, like I said, I don't think it will. It doesn't. But half on the Sinistra, and we'll take that. We will take that. Drain Punch into the Torkoal. Okay, Indeedee, I really need you to get that heal post off. Thank you. Let's go. Yes, we will take that Matcha Gotcha. Coming out, Indeedee avoids it. But Torkoal will take it relatively well. So yeah, I'll take that. With all that recovering that Sinistra's been able to do, it's at half HP right now. Or it's almost at full HP. I'm at half HP. And honestly, I don't know. Sitting at half HP. Got the Fluttermane in the back. I think what we have to do is Earth Power. I guess, I mean, it doesn't hurt me either or. But I think what you really want to do is Earth Power the Iron Hands. Helping Hand. It doesn't hurt me either or to Earth Power the Sinistra, but like I've already said, our biggest priority should be the Iron Hands because it does have the attack to KO the Fluttermane where Sinistra shouldn't be able to, so gotta kind of bear those in mind. And if you want to keep hurting yourself, that'd be my guest. Matcha Gotcha does come out. Torkoal does survive. Fantastic. We're sitting at like 41 HP before poison though, so we might get one more turn with Torkoal. We might. It might just go down to poison right here, and that would not be ideal. Yeah. Okay, that's not ideal. That is not ideal. Because we need to get rid of this Iron Hands. How many more turns of Trick Room is there? Because if I feel like we can one-shot the Iron Hands at this point. It's at range where we can easily one-shot it. But unfortunately, my own Trick Rooms bite me in the butt just a tad. We got 2 turns. 2 turns of Trick Room. It don't do me much good to protect this turn, does it? Maybe I have to try and pull that double protect off. That's my only outing, right? That's my only way out of this. Is to try and pull a double protect, right? Because unless he doesn't have Heavy Slam, which, there it is. Yeah. Shadow Ball coming out. Okay, now Sun's faded. At least we get a little slower, I mean, but that still doesn't help us out too much. Like I said, we gotta just try and land that double protect. It's a little risky, and we don't get it. Heavy Slam just does way too much damage. He almost knocks us out, but thanks to our Focus Sash, we're alive. And Shadow Ball coming out to finish us off. Okay, well, after I was trying to brag about this team, how good I like it and everything, I even had a longer call to action trying to get you guys to subscribe. We end up losing 2 games in today's episode, which really isn't that good. Trying to show off this team, trying to get the wins for you guys, but unfortunately the cards weren't right today. I do hope you guys still enjoyed this video. And please, if you guys found me losing very enjoyable, maybe you guys should hit the subscribe button, and you guys just watch me on the guy I watch, so I know not to do this kind of strategy, you know? Hey, you never know. Anyway, Pokemon's a tough game. If you guys need help in VGC, I will greatly appreciate it if you guys do hit the subscribe button. We do have a lot more content on the channel where we actually do a lot better. So please go and check those out too. Anyway, guys, thanks again for watching. This is Logan signing out. Peace.